This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Dude, it's Christmas Day.
It is.
It is Christmas Day. Do you have any last-minute gift ideas that you have to do today?
No, I just wish it was snowing outside, maybe.
That'd be great if it were snowing outside.
My giblets wouldn't be cold, though.
Yeah, but you know what you can do
What's
to,
that?
just treat them right?
Treat them right.
Treat your giblets right. Or giblets, or whatever the
Giblets.
fuck. Treat your giblets and giblets correctly.
Giblets and bits, yeah.
Giblets, yes. Giblets and bits. You
2.0.
Treat your giblets and bits right with Manscaped.
Yes.
Do you know what Manscaped is?
No.
Well, they offer engineered fucking tools.
For your privates.
Yes.
So you can keep it clean and smooth and fresh.
And so clean.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to run that same joke again. So.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying it's so fresh and clean.
Yeah.
But here's a badass offer. If you need any last-minute gift ideas, today you can go to manscaped.com and use our offer code SUPERMEDIA for 20% off of your order and free shipping. That includes everything.
You get the Lawnmower 2.0 that I mentioned before.
Yeah, you can get the boxer briefs. You can get the crop reviver.
And then they have the refresher as well.
That shit's so good.
So get all of your downstairs ready for the holidays. Because it's literally right now.
Yeah, it's today. Like, we know you want to wait until the last minute, but this is the last minute.
Yeah.
So you can...
Timer's on, bitches.
Yeah.
Final countdown.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so go play the Final Countdown by Europe as you're using our code to get this shit, right? Yeah.
So you can feel more epic about your genitalia.
Imagine you unsheath it, the curtains draw back.
Your significant other is just gall and amazed of just like how clean it looks down there. You just pull the boxer briefs down. It's like, it's the final countdown.
Yes, it's the final shave down. You're welcome.
Final come down. Final come down.
The final calm down. Yeah. Calm down and order this shit right now, guys. Trust
It's
me.
the season.
It is the season. I mean, fuck, the products are great. We have them. They work fucking wonders, and you're going to be happy with it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. So, manscaped.com, 20% off using our code SUPERMEDIA at checkout.
Deck your balls.
Here comes Santa Hans.
Oh, fuck. Is that Gary Busey?
So we're both fucked then.
Unfortunately, there's more.
Yeah, let's blow up Nakatomi Plaza again.
Wait, why are we doing this again?
Because I said so.
Dude, we literally just erected that thing like last week.
You said erection, but still, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't. We're blowing it up. I don't fucking give a shit.
Well, don't. Dude, we spent all of our Patreon money putting that tower back up.
It doesn't matter.
No, you fucking blew it up again.
It doesn't. Well,
Now I gotta call John McClane. Never mind, there he is. Wondering what the fuck happened.
Well, I could. Fuck.
You don't. I'm sorry, John. My co-host is a fucking prick.
Yeah, I am. That's my name. Don't wear it out. My name's Dick. And I'm a prick. Welcome to the final Santa Media Bros episode of the Super Media Bros podcast for the month of December. I'm MdntAgntRAW, the prick.
And I'm Okami, the not prick, who was trying to talk. You prick.
You prick. Prick. Add. They blew up Nakatomi Plaza again.
Oh, shut up, Bev.
Ooh, Bev. Like, fuck off.
You sound like Stewie there for a second.
Oh, Bev. Ooh, you fucking swine.
You fucking frog.
That is nasty. Any fucking way. So, it's Christmas Day. If you're listening on Christmas Day, thanks. If you're listening after the fact, thanks, because we know you're busy with holidays and shit, but we wanted to give you the gift of Super Media Bros for this Christmas.
I mean, literally any day you listen to this, good on you.
Yeah, no shit.
It doesn't matter if it's Christmas Day or, the 28th or the 31st.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Or your family's boat. Because, you got to get around the campfire or the fireplace or the Christmas tree and be like, let's listen to our favorite podcast. The Super Media Brothers. And you have like all the little kids coming, yay!
Stupid Media Bros. No, it's super. No, it's stupid. Yeah, they're right.
But you like it anyway.
No. We have a treat for you today, though. Since it's Christmas, we wanted to bring you a Christmas episode. And God damn it, it's Die Hard versus Lethal Weapon on this Cult Cinema Showdown.
We know what I'd say about 80% of y'all are thinking out there. No, it's not Christmas movies. Y'all are fucking idiots. I don't care.
But we're here to say that, yes, indeed, these are Christmas. They were action films, but they are Christmas films, too.
Pay the fuck attention. If you actually do that, you might realize, oh my God, they were right, and so was half the internet.
Well, I have something.
Oh, do we?
We both have something for you guys.
Yeah.
So, for those of you out there that are like, yeah, this is a Christmas movie, good on you. But
Gold star.
Yeah, but if you feel like it's not a Christmas movie and you're thinking, God, this is not a Christmas episode, it's not Christmassy enough. Cody and I have a fucking treat for you guys.
We have a little tribute to you haters.
Yeah, let me get my guitar out of here. Hang on. So for the first time on this podcast, we're going to sing. Let me make sure it's in tune here. Cool.
Super Media Brothers Unplugged.
That's it. We're going to sing a fucking very special holiday song.
Just for you haters.
Just for all of you out there. Let me check it again. Oh, nope, that was a shitty note. Let's see. Okay.
Hey.
All right, I think we're good.
I think we are.
All right, you ready?
There you go.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here.
What?
I want you here.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want you here.
It was nice to get that off my chest, instead of typing it.
I know. Spending hours in, chat rooms and message boards and
Social
YouTube
media.
comments. And, everywhere else.
To every fucking person that's like, you guys, y'all are so dumb. Movies like Home Alone is a Christmas film. Not that.
We did Home Alone already, bastards.
Now, I was going to make this argument, too, because I mentioned this when we watched these films. If you don't consider these two movies Christmas films, you technically don't consider a Home Alone film Christmas film either.
That's true.
Because if you think about it, they're just taking a trip somewhere else away from their home, and Kevin is left behind to fend off robbers. None of this stuff is technically Christmas orientated, but it's around the Christmas time. So therefore, it's a Christmas film to people who consider that part relevant.
I just thought of something.
What?
In the sequel, when they go to Miami
Mm-hmm.
and they pull up to that really shitty hotel somewhere in Miami. That will forever follow us around.
Yeah.
All right, you want to get into it?
Yeah.
All right. So, which one do you want to do first?
It's hard. So we might as well just die.
And Die Harder.
Yeah, Die Harder.
Okay, let's go Die Hard. All right. John fucking McClane. Okay, I want to drop a little bit of information about these movies right before we get into this one. So, believe it or not, at one point, Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis were both considered for the opposite roles of these movies. At one point, Bruce Willis was considered to play Riggs in Lethal Weapon, and Mel Gibson was supposed to play John McClane.
Mm-hmm.
But they both turned each role down, and subsequently it went to the other one. And then later, the third Die Hard was actually written as a Lethal Weapon film, so that's why the change in tone is there.
Yeah.
So just sprinkling shit on for you
The
guys.
more you
out
know.
there.
He,
Yeah,
just,
the
he
more-
just salt bayed y'all's faces.
Assault.
Yeah.
Well,
Assault
I mean,
and battery.
well, I mean, fuck. Hans Gruber's about to assault bay everybody in this fucking plaza.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a plaza palooza in this bitch.
Very eloquently.
Exactly. So the movie opens with John McClane on an airplane. I'm tired of these motherfucking McClanes on this motherfucking plane.
The McClanes.
John McClane.
Yeah.
He sounds like a value combo.
Yeah. I'll have one Mr. McClane.
I'll have the McClane and two McPlanes on the side of that. And
A Hans Gruber.
and what was that? What was that on your your face again? It was pain.
A Hans Burger.
Hans, yes. So he's on a plane and he's talking about how he's got a fear, and immediately the character development is just right on. This is such a tightly written script.
Mm-hmm.
He's afraid of heights. He loves his job and he loves his wife. That's what this man is all about. But then the passenger next to him was like, "Oh yeah, when you get where you're going to relax, take your shoes off and
Fist your feet into the floor.
yeah,
You'll thank me later."
right into that carpet."
And he just looks at him with this like dumbfounded face, like, "Yeah, okay."
You just told me to fist carpet with my feet.
Mm.
I see where you're going with this.
But yeah, John's from New York. He's flying into Los Angeles to see his wife, who's part of this big organization that she helped run a couple of years back, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, she accepted this job and moved out 6 months prior to L.A.,
Yeah.
where John McClane stayed behind because he's a New York police officer. And, you know, the bodies don't stop. He doesn't stop his job, and he's
He's a whole ball detective.
that's it.
Not detective, but,
Yeah.
officer.
So we get to Nakatomi Plaza, and it's a Christmas party. Okay, we've already established it. Here's Christmas.
That's one reason right there.
Yeah, and
We're keeping tally, so you fuckers that deny it, it's like, no, well, they're wrong because they said one thing was Christmassy. No. But yeah, Christmas party, we meet Holly
yep,
and
which is his
wife.
estranged wife, but yeah,
Still wifey.
still wife.
Yeah. And we get introduced to the boss, which is
Takagi.
Takagi. Yeah, I can't think of his name. I'm brain farting real bad.
It was funny, like looking at his name, I was like Takagi, and then I was like, no, it's Takagi.
Taka.
Takaki.
Taka.
Yeah, Takamichi. Oh my god, yes. Very very much the not the stereotypical, but it's just the way they played it out in this movie. It was just like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get introduced to the children, their kids, because there's a shot where Holly calls her daughter, and then she's like, "Put what's her name? Paulina, aka
Consuela. Yes, Miss McLean.
No, Mr. McLean not here. Need
More lemon pledge.
Could you imagine?
This house is not McLean.
It needs to be McLean.
So clean out the McLeans.
John McLean.
They should make a whole movie just based off of Paulina. Cleaning out the McLeans.
Scrub hard. Just-
Die scrubs.
yeah. Oh, fuck. Anyway, so you kind of get like introduced to some of these characters and things like that. Then we meet probably, I think this might be one of our favorite characters, Argyle, the limo driver.
Yeah. Picks up John at the airport. He's like, yeah, this is my first time driving a limo. And he's like, well, this is my first time being in a limo. So this should be interesting.
I love the next shot. I've seen this movie countless times, but I'll fucking never forget this shot as long as I live, where he's in the front.
And the bear that he brought, the big ass bear, is in the back seat just staring.
That bear reminds me of the there's that internet I say it's like a meme, but it's like a picture of this giant stuffed bear with a big heart, and it says "shit bitch, you was fine" on the heart. So every time I see that bear, I'm like, oh, it's the giant shit bitch bear.
I'm surprised they didn't put that on the actual bear itself. Give it to Holly. Shit, bitch, you was fine.
Fucking Bruce Willis walks in there. Oh shit, bitch, you was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
New York fine. Not Los Angeles fine.
Now I'm about to John McClane your crotch. Ew.
Chimney sweep. Tactical sweep, going like SWAT.
Tactical. But yeah, this dude is like the best limo driver ever. He plays fucking Christmas in Hollis on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some
Point
Run
number
DMC.
2.
Yeah, Run DMC in this motherfucker.
And John is like, there's any Christmas music? He's like, is this Christmas music?
Yeah, exactly.
So they pull up to the tower playing that fucking song.
He's about to turn the Nakatomi Plaza into the Rakatomi Plaza.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck yeah, look at this. It's Christmas time. So they get over there, and basically they make friends with each other, like right off the bat. They hit it off, and he's like, dude, I got you. I'm going to go wait in the garage. I'm going to go wait in the parking garage, and you take all the time you need, and I got you. And he's like, if this busts, we'll go, party or some shit.
And if you score, just let me know.
Yeah, right? I love him so much. So he goes in, and that's where we find out that Holly's been using her maiden name, and he just hear that dunk, dunk, dunk. Like, not really, but in his eyes, you see it. He's like, fuck.
Of all the people to do that, my wife.
Yeah, and then you find out later that Takagi actually flew him in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, put up the limo and the plane and all this other shit, and he's just like, it's the least I could do. It's Christmas.
Yep.
So, not long after that, because he goes upstairs and like he finds her and shit, which is 30th floor. They make sure to emphasize that it's the 30th floor.
Pretty consistently, too.
Mm.
And yeah, we see Christmas trees all over the place. There's one in the lobby, decorated.
There's another one in the 30th floor,
Yeah.
decorated.
Yeah.
There are people dressed to the hills, decorated.
Yeah. For this holiday season of Christmas.
Mm. And there's decorated New York Police Department officer John McClane.
Yeah. With his bear.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, his bear's still
Yeah,
in there,
that was funny because there's a shot. I'll get to it later. That was funny as fuck. But yeah, they basically like meet up, and John and Holly eventually start arguing more because of how she moved, and because at first you're just sitting there like, oh, they gonna fuck.
But no, John's like, so you changed your name out here?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, and that's that typical Bruce Willis, I'm an asshole, like, speech where he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And like, you change your name. Is that how you do blah, blah, blah? It's like, oh my God, dude, you just blew it.
Yeah.
You just fucking blew it.
You cock block yourself.
You're going to be fucking the bear tonight.
Yeah.
Shit, bitch, you was fine.
Somebody's getting stuffed and it ain't her. Stuff a bear.
The building bear.
Yeah. Building the knock.
Yeah. He's going to plaza the bear. I'll put my Nakatomi in your plaza. My Kakatomi.
But yeah, so Holly goes back to the party after we get this little weasel of a employee.
Oh, Harry.
Yeah. Which he automatically reminded me of Homeboy from Miami Connection, a friend.
Dude, I swear to God, that's exactly what...
And he made this big stink about, oh, you should show John, your watch that you got for, being a great worker. It's a Rolex.
Yeah, John's sitting there just like, really, you fucking cock smoke?
It's a Rolex.
She'd be like, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah. After this guy numerous times, and I think it was like 30 seconds, asked Holly to dinner. He's like, yeah, you want to go to dinner after this? No. Well, I could pick you up at this time. No. Well, I'm going to pick you up at this time. No.
Take the hint, motherfucker. Just take the L and go home.
I mean, he wanted the pee, so. The pussy.
Yeah, what a prick.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here comes Santa Hans.
Yeah.
Just a little motherfucker here. His gang just takes the fuck over, and they're just like, hey, we're here, and we're about to fuck y'all shit up. Fuck your Christmas party. I mean, no bullshit.
Should have been Hans Grouper because he's groping. Yeah, the whole is like, I got you now.
Hans Groper.
Hans Groper, yeah.
Ugh. Turn to page 394. Tits.
Today's.
Right? And meanwhile, in the bathroom, because John's sitting there and he's just like, God damn it, you fucked up, blah, blah, blah. We see him take his shoes off, and he's like, grinding them into the carpet because that's what you fucking do.
And he's like, son of a bitch, he was right.
Yeah, I love that. He's like, he's got that look on his face like, yeah.
This is what I'm going to be feeling all tonight.
That bear's coming home with me.
That bush.
That bush bear. The bear's gonna be telling me shit, bitch. I'm fine.
That's got to be like a weird like internet video for like Pornhub. You just see like feet on a stuffed bear just like grinding into it.
Oh, I guarantee you, that's something out there. That
Feet
has to
on
be.
bear action.
That's it. And it's not even like not the actual like bear category. It's like a literal stuffed bear.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Meanwhile, in Alaska, that bear looks so good. Fuck the feet.
I was laughing my ass off at this point because I was sitting there like, well, fuck. Yeah. Speaking of, it's like, well, there goes his feet. He's, because if you've seen this movie, you already know. I love that he calls Argyle, and Argyle's just chilling with the fucking stuffed bear in the back of the limo, just jamming out the music, like
drinking
we
some
good down
champagne and shit.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, adult Malfoy enters,
and they start fucking up with everything.
Yep, there goes the phone lines. Just bye, peace.
Yep.
Gruber fucking takes the whole Christmas party over the gang, and then you find out that Gruber wants $640 million in bearer bonds.
Bear bonds. He should have just went to the limo and got the bear.
Yeah. You're coming with me, bear.
It sounds like those machines you put on your neck to the people that smoke.
Like from South Park. Yeah, it's like Ned from South Park.
You're coming with me, bear.
Well, goddamn, Ned, take the bear with you.
No, yeah, oh, mamana, hamana, hamana. That fucking.
But yeah.
Yeah, so technically the terrorist act is just a distraction to the news media because they're just trying to fucking yeet this money out of there. Like,
Which
real
is
hard.
thoroughly protected by this safe. Like this mechanism that has like 6 electronic locks. And what's the guy's name that was piercing through the locks? I forgot his name already.
Oh, damn it. He basically, okay, if you've seen Jurassic Park, he's pretty much Samuel L. Jackson's character where he just kind of runs all the like tech shit. Not Nedry,
No.
but he's the other kind of.
But as soon as he started talking, he reminded me of the guy from the 5 or 6 stores. Like, I'll take you to Mickey D's.
Oh, my God.
It's like almost spot on, minus the hair. But, whatever.
Some terrorists are just feeding lines, but I'm getting you bearer bonds.
He was that animated throughout his whole scene, like just bouncing up and down. He kicked a fucking dead guard in the lobby whenever he got shot. Just,
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah,
because they just roll in the bottom floor and like, hey, how you doing? Poof, just dead.
it's like, welp.
And he just kicks the shit out of him. Reminds me of how Chris Jericho would just down upon. He just walks over and just nudges their fucking head with his boot. Just like, fuck you. Fuck, man.
But yeah, so they're trying to get the bonds out of the safe, which is thoroughly protected by the safe. So it's like, okay, what do we do? So they have this elaborate plan to basically drill through all 6 locks once they get the actual codes and stuff done. But they need the codes, which homeboy.
Yeah, Takagi.
I don't know why I keep wanting.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway, Takagi's like, okay, it doesn't work because you need other codes, and none of those people are here that have the other codes.
And I don't know them.
Nope.
And I love it because Hans Gruber's just sitting there and he's just like, really, I'm gonna count to 3, and there won't even be a 4. And the other guys, Takagi's just like, well, and is all happy sounding. He's like, oh, you're just gonna have to kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucking blows his goddamn brains all over the glass door behind him. I think McClane has seen this happen.
Yeah, he was hiding underneath that table that had the model of like all of their plans for the company, not for Hans. And he saw it happen, and he bumped his body on the table, and literally everybody in the other room freaking like heard it. So they panicked and started going into the other room trying to see what was that noise.
Yeah, but that's what cracked me up too. Like I didn't touch on is that when he hears them come in and like fire off a couple rounds or whatever, he runs out of his place with no shoes. Like he just leaves his goddamn shoes. Like I'm sorry. Like the first thing I would think to do is at least grab my fucking shoes. Not even like put them on, but grab them and go.
Well, I mean, in his situation, like, I think the instincts kick in.
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's like, fuck shoes.
Yeah. Fuck shoes.
Yeah.
I'm done with these bitches. How am I going to sneak around now?
I got my sneakers. I got my feekers.
That's it. But yeah, so oh god, that's right, because he's like, Argyle, if you've heard these shots, please call the henchman. And then Argyle is just in the car on the phone with some chick, and oh god, what was playing? There was a specific song that was playing, or a specific artist.
Yeah, it was specifically like R&B song. I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
of
but
it
it was funny because I think they made mention of it. Like, was he listening to such and such down there? And she fucking was listening
like,
to that.
well, baby, I have ever lied to you.
Yeah, I fucking love him.
I'll be there.
So John goes and sets the fire alarm off to get the authorities over there, and then Gruber basically sends one of his dudes to check out, which McClane kills and takes his weapons and shit. But he's looking. I love how he's looking out the fucking window, and he's just like, "You fucking idiots!" Because they're turning around. Because Hans has already called them, like, call them and tell them that it's a false alarm.
They need to turn to page 394. You literally see like all the ambulances and the fire trucks just turn around. It's like, oh, we gotta go to our books.
Right. And this is the part that cracks me up too. Why did John throw his gun whenever he was fighting Tony?
I don't know.
You saw that too, right?
Yeah, he just yeeted it out of there.
It's like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't need this. Bye.
John McClane needs no gun.
Dude, what I like though is he finds some C4s in that motherfucker, and then he rigs up that elevator later.
Yeah, later
I
on.
didn't mean to rhyme that, but that's funny. No, but the first one, he's got this thing with elevator shafts in this movie that just freaks me the fuck out. But he rigs the one up, and he's just like, now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Puts, Tony in the fucking seat, and Hans is like, oh.
Yeah, because he rigs the elevator to where it goes down by itself with the body of the brother, one of the brothers that he killed off, and it has like, on his shirt in blood, I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah,
and then he's hiding on top of it, taking down all their names as they're saying them out loud. He's got like a little Sharpies writing on his arm and shit.
Yeah, he's writing down how many terrorists are there, the specific names that he hears, so he has a record of like, okay, if I kill this one, mark it, whatever.
Smart boy.
Yeah.
Smart boy.
He doesn't forget a Sharpie, but he forgets his shoes. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, his shoopy.
Yeah.
Shapoopy.
Shoop that oop.
Yeah. So he tries to radio, but he tips the gang off because he starts trying to radio for help.
Because these guys are intelligent enough to actually keep in tune with the authorities, signal. In case anything goes out of that building that can tip them off, they catch it and know, okay, well, somebody in here is fucking with us.
And dude, look, so I don't remember all of them. I didn't write all of them down because there's so many of them, but I remember some of them, like just off the top of my head too. Like whenever he was calling, and this is a thing that pissed us off too. That it still pisses me off anytime I watch it. When he calls out and that fucking crisis center picks up, and they're like, "Oh, this is for emergencies only."
It's like, no shit. I think I'm ordering a pizza.
Yeah, like what do you think I'm doing? Ordering a fucking pizza, lady? That's fucking great. And I love it because those motherfuckers are just chumps, and they're like, "Oh, we got any black and whites down there?" Which that's what they call like the units, like just the PD units. And here comes Sergeant Al Powell, a.k.a. Reginald VelJohnson,
a.k.a. Carl Otis Winslow,
a.k.a. Carl on Duty, Black Cops.
Yep.
If you don't get that joke, go look at the Call of Duty.
Just look up
Xbox
Call of
cover.
Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I would buy that video game, and I would play as Carl Winslow as an LA police officer,
shooting nothing but
Chicago
Urkels.
PD in a heartbeat. Yeah, yeah. I meant Chicago, not LA, but still.
Yeah.
I would play Reginald VelJohnson as a police officer any day of the week on a video game.
Dude, it should be like Doom style where he's like get rage and starts getting more powerful and does the berserk punch.
Yeah, and it's nothing. Everybody becomes Urkel, like their faces become Urkel, and he just busts their glasses off their face. Fuck. But yeah, all he was doing was trying to get him some fucking donuts and some stuff for his wife, his pregnant wife, right?
His pregnant wife, yeah, and the clerk was just like, right. Yeah, she's due any minute now. Right.
Don't be a piece of shit. That man is a national fucking treasure.
Yeah. But yeah, he's the one that gets the call about, go and check out the tower for any, suspicious play or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm on my way. Fuck it.
Dude,
my wife can wait.
The gas prices.
Yeah, it was like 75 cents.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, God damn it, man. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it's like $1.25 higher now.
If you're lucky, it's only that higher.
We'll go to Walmart down the road, it is.
This is true.
Yeah. But no, he takes off and goes to investigate basically the call.
Yeah, because he just walks out and he looks over. Oh, there's Nakatomi Plaza. Right fucking there.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump.
Let's go investigate this, Scoob.
Zoinks.
Zoinks. So he just rolls the fuck over. Not like Beethoven, but he just, This is the whole elevator shaft sequence. Whenever he's hanging by that fucking gun when he's hanging by the strap.
Yeah, because he put the gun in between the shaft opening for the vent. He actually stuck it to where the stock and the barrel would sit, like, basically bracing, like, as an anchor. And he would hold on to this, like, it was like a 4-foot long strap. And he would just hang down trying to jump to this little small hole. And goddamn, like the tension builds because like my anxiety, his anxiety too, started building up as soon as that strap started unraveling on the gun.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you out there are afraid of heights. I'm terrified of them.
You will be if you watch this movie. Honestly.
Yeah, they do a really great job. Like this whole film was really well done as far as setting the tension up for every scene. And there's not really a moment wasted in this movie either.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is like just consistent.
Roller coaster of action.
It really fucking is.
Yeah. But yeah, he eventually gets to the other end, but then everybody hears the vents shake.
Come to the party, have a few that whole line.
Have a few laughs.
Yeah, I fucking love it, dude. You were shitting your pants at the one part where old boy was sticking the gun up into the vents. Is that what you're getting at?
Dude, okay, so if you do not have claustrophobia at all, you will with this scene because this is a grown-ass man in a slightly larger ventilation system, right?
Yeah.
They know he's in there. They just don't know what part of the ventilation shaft he's in. So they're literally shooting this one section completely all the way from one end to the other. And the brother of the guy that got killed, he's pumping his gun like up in against the vent, trying to see if there's like any weight give or like a difference in like the metal popping back and forth. And John is literally like at an angle, like cocking his gun real slow so he doesn't make the clicking noise too loud. And he's angling it down to where the opening vent, he can see what's going on. But at the last moment, Hans called everybody back. He's like, okay, no, we need to regroup right now. Shit's about to happen.
Oh, shit already happened in his pants, I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah, he walks away and John just fucking like, pff, oh shit.
And here's my favorite part too, though. One of my favorite parts. Fucking Owl, Sergeant Owl goes and checks the building out. McClane winds up having a fucking shootout with those two dudes in the boardroom where he fucking fires that shot right up that dude's dick.
Yeah.
Just like fucking shoots it. Fucking
No more table. What are you going to do now?
Right? It's like, what do you say? Like, shoot faster next time or some shit. And he's like, thanks for the advice. Fucking shoot the fuck out of him. Well, then he winds up just yeeting that fucker right out of the building right as Sergeant Powell's just like, there's no one here. Fucking body just crashes right onto his car.
Yeah, and then literally everybody goes to the windows from the terrorist group and starts shooting at his car.
Love it. Jesus H. Christ. And he's like, fucking,
need backup.
Fucking, yeah, backup. Jesus H. Christ. And he's literally backing up when it's happening, so it's really funny.
And he goes down like a culvert that's into a construction area, like right next door to the building.
And this man just wanted to get fucking donuts and some food for his wife and go home. Probably.
Supposedly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am totally playing devil's advocate on that one. Like he
Harriet's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, she is. I gotta drive all the way back to Chicago. This is like
a
his
long
second,
ass fucking drive.
It's his second job.
Yeah.
It's like,
gotta make ends meet,
Exactly. Anyway, Argyle's Stevie Wonder. That's what Argyle's jamming to.
That's
remember?
right.
Because
he was doing this whole sway in the limo.
Yeah, because McClane was like, what's he listening to? Stevie Wonder down there? And fucking, you see through the back of the limo as he's jamming, you see fucking Owl's car like crashing into shit. It's fucking well shot and done right there.
But this is the part where it starts to pick up too, because now he calls in all the backup and you get all these cop cars just flooded into the building. It's like, oh shit. But Hans doesn't take this pressure. He's like, it was inevitable.
Right?
Let them have their fun.
Yeah, and then he finally calls him out on the fucking radio, and he's just like, you really think you have a chance, cowboy? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. We get our world-famous yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, because they have this like little bit about, you must like cowboy movies and stuff like that. Like he started naming off a few people. Like, actually, I like Roy Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he eventually gets a hold of Al through the intercom, he's like, who is this? He's like, I can't say anything right now, but just call me Roy.
Yeah, I love that. And Pal and Roy.
Yeah.
Hey, Pal.
Hey,
Which
Roy.
is really funny because Al and
Yeah.
Pal. I love this bromance so fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
the best ever. But anyway, Al's superior, Sergeant Al Superior, does not believe half the shit that he's hearing over the intercom. And then Hans and Holly start discussing like the comfort of all the fucking all the hostages and shit.
Well, there's one in particular was pregnant.
Yep.
So like, can we at least move her to an office with a sofa? And he's like, well, no. How about I just move the sofa to you?
She's pregante.
Uber pregante.
Pregnant. Pregnant.
Pregnant.
She's pregnant. Am I pregu? Am I pregnant? Any fucking way.
Yeah.
I'll get on a whole.
I'm trying to readjust.
Yeah, it's all good.
Because I'm pregnant.
But she uses her maiden name, which is smart on her end.
Yeah.
Because she knows John is fucking some shit up. Because meanwhile, they keep kind of coming back and forth to her. And she's like, oh, that's got to be John.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be John. I better not tip them off.
Yeah.
Because his picture is in the fucking office and blah, blah, blah.
Well, they have one part where the brother that's still alive, he comes back down. He's all pissed off. And she's like, wow, that's great. What do you mean? That means John's still alive. Because there's nobody else that can get pissed off like that.
Yeah, like she's like, there's only
One person that can piss you off.
Yeah, only
like
John can drive somebody that crazy.
Yeah.
But what else happened right here? Is this where Argyle starts hearing all the radio reports in the limo?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So he starts hearing it, and then the news is involved now, which that's a whole other fucking subplot. Some sleazy ass fucking news reporting on TV. They're smearing John McClane's name because they find out that it's him.
Yeah.
And
so Johnny Boy is exposed. He's no longer Roy.
yeah, he's no longer Roy. And then the LAPD are prepping to enter the fucking building, which that is not a good idea. They have the spotlights all blaring up onto the fucking building.
And John's trying to get a hold of Al. It's like, what are you doing, pal? What are they doing? They should be going into the building.
Yeah, that's not good because some people get fucking yeeted into the fucking death area, which is called I'm Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, because they end up like shooting at the main entrance where they had like a little SWAT team and try to enter and they couldn't. But then the superior, I couldn't think of his name.
What they call that little RV truck in or some shit?
Yeah, they call that RV truck, that little armor truck, basically.
Yeah.
And they're like, call it back. They're not going to make it.
Fucking the dude that's in charge of all the wall drilling.
Yeah.
Remember? Because they blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, the quarterback is toast. The way he says it, he sounds like some. It didn't really sound like it, but I could have totally replaced that with like something like Marissa Tomei, like Jersey accent. Oh my God, the quarterback is toast.
But yeah, at this point, John radios Han's like, okay, Hans, you made your point.
That's when he bombs the first floor with that computer in the C4.
The C4, yeah. He blows the whole fucking level out.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
So pretty much like to kind of skim through a little bit of this crap. I love that when Al Superior, the chief of police, tries to fucking get on the radio and just shit talk him. He's sitting there. He's like, I'm not the one that got butt fucked on national television. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my God, yes.
You don't mess with NYPD, man.
Mm-hmm. Basically, and then Harry's fucking stupid ass tries that whole negotiation shit.
Yeah, he tries to make it seem like, oh, well, they're torturing me, so you better do something. John's like freaking out, and then, yeah, they're like literally like, yeah, keep doing it.
I love that he gets coked up before he goes in there, and then he has a glass of Coke.
Yeah. And then he gets iced.
Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they blow him the fuck away. Chief of police is like, John could have stopped it. Al's like, no, he fucking couldn't, you piece of shit.
Then he dies. Then what? All the hostages die too?
Exactly. But they're going to bring all the hostages to the roof because Hans is like feigning demands to fuck with the police and shit. And he's like buying more time. And he's like, oh, well, all the hostages are going to be brought to the roof in exchange for us to get out of here and all this other crap. Then the TV news fucking shows up. The FBI shows up with Johnson & Johnson. Not the medical thing.
Big Johnson, Little Johnson.
Big Johnson, Lil Johnson.
Yeah. Who is who? Don't know.
They're just a couple of dicks.
Yeah. Because they take over, they want to cut the power source to the whole fucking block, but they ends up cutting the power to like 10 square blocks. They want to run it by the mayor, and they're like, bitch, I'm the fucking FBI. You do it now or you lose your job.
Yeah, and this is where Hans is like, fuck this, I'm going to go look for him myself. So when he finally does run into John, he's like all posing as an American.
He poses as American as one of the employees there.
Yep.
and he's like pissing his pants, all scared and stuff. And I love this scene so much because they're both paying attention to every little detail around them.
Yeah.
So Hans picks up the sign next to them when they stop, and he sees one of the names on the wall, and then he gets like on the other side of it to where he can't see it. And he gets asked, so what's your name? Clay. Bill Clay. And then John looks up and sees the name. He's like,
Okay,
checks
I'll
out.
buy it. Yeah.
So we get this like really interesting close-up shot of both of them like talking to each other. It's like, oh, if we're going to make it, we're going to have to do it together. You and me, Clay. Okay.
Yeah. And all the while pulling it off with just a great fucking accent.
Yeah. So John cocks a gun, hands it to Hans. It's like, can you handle a gun? Well, there's that one time.
Can you handle a gun?
Can you handle a gun? It's like, well, there was that one time I did. I did pretty well.
Yeah, this little... He's got that good, that yuppie personality down pat, dude.
Yeah. So they walk off, but Hans stays a little bit behind them, and he cocks the gun. He's like, don't move.
Yeah, I love that. Turn around.
To page 394.
Don't move.
So, yeah.
Like, that's how long he's like...
So, yeah, John immediately gets turned around. He's like, oh, shit. You got me.
Oh, I love that shit. He's like, what, you going to count to 3 like you did with Takagi?
Yeah.
He's like, poof, ooh, like dumbass. Like, he was just like, oh, whoops.
Out of bullets.
Yeah.
You think I'm dumb enough to give you a loaded gun?
You dumb fuck. Like, I love that so much.
But, yeah, then they
no
split
more
off.
bullets. Yeah. Is that wherever? Yeah, because the elevator opens and it's like a giant ambush, basically.
Yeah, and they end up in that office building with all the glass, and then Hans looks up and he tells the guy in German to shoot the glass, and he's like, shoot the glass. So they end up spraying the whole fucking office area off with all the windows and stuff. Smart enough to do that because John has no fucking shoes on.
Yep.
And John has to escape barefoot.
Let's talk about that hockey puck bomb. Because that shit was funny as fuck, dude.
Dude, as soon as I saw that happen, it was like, sorry, eh?
Sorry.
They're Germans, but they throw a fucking Canadian hockey puck.
Yeah, sorry. Boo.
Puck you.
Yeah, puck you, eh?
Go back to Old Navy.
Right. So Hans goes back to floor 30. John is like dragging himself into that bathroom because he actually gets out of there finally. Yeah. Cuts his foot to hell and back.
Yeah, he's sitting on the sink trying to pull the pieces of glass out. And he has this real touching moment with Al.
Yeah, they both do, actually.
And he's like, you have any kids? He's like, I actually have one on the way. What about you, cowboy?
Mm.
He's like, actually, yeah, I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of hoping to, see them laughing and smiling for Christmas. And look how well that turned out.
Yeah, no shit. And I also like how he talks with Al about how Al had made a mistake and how he shot a kid by mistake or whatever.
And he swore never to pull a gun ever again.
Yeah. So they both got some baggage.
Yeah.
But I love the character development there. Because this movie is not just all action and action and action. There's some
actually care about these people.
Yeah, there's some character beats happening here.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So John's all, brown paper toweled up on his foot.
Yeah, he is. That's like that. Okay, y'all won't probably get this, but like if you've got, maybe you will. If you've got like a really trashy park that you're near, like a playground park, that's a public park. The bathrooms are never good.
Mm-mm.
So that would basically be like stepping on like a broken Coke bottle glass at like the local park and then going into the really seedy ass bathroom to fix yourself up. That's what this looked like. Even though it was in Nakatomi Plaza, that bathroom looked
pretty janky.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of the floors are still being built, so that's probably why.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So the FBI kills the district grid as Han predicted, and
which was stupid because they actually released the last few locks on the safe.
Merry Christmas, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Christmas. Fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's whenever Johnson and them get the helicopters to go to the fucking roof.
Right.
Meanwhile, the reporter from the news is threatening fucking Consuelo to interview the kids. What a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, and then using the line, if you don't let us in now, they won't be able to speak to their parents ever again. It's like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Piece of shit.
You use that guilt on her.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
So John discovers the roof is wired to fucking blow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much fucking explosive shit on that roof. So much C4.
It's a sea of C4.
Yeah, SEA4. God damn it.
Because he was wondering why Hans was in that particular part of the building. He's like, why were you here, Hans? And he pops up, and it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because that's whenever he tries to radio out, and then he gets caught by the brother, like Tony's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And so Al's like, well, I don't know what the hell's happening now. And there's a nice little fight, and he hangs that motherfucker up.
Hangs him to dry.
Yeah, with a chain on his neck. Holy fuck, that was brutal. I loved it.
Yeah, he just kicks him into the fucking wall hung on that chain.
Well, yeah.
Well hung.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I love it. But anyway, so he goes to the roof or whatever. He gets shot, though. That motherfucker gets shot in the back of the arm, and he goes up to the roof, and he's just like, where the fuck is Holly? Yelling at him to get off the roof. Get off the fucking... Fuck it! And he just starts fucking shooting wildly, and then Johnson and them are about to shoot him.
Because they thought he was a terrorist.
Dumb fucks.
But we find out before that Holly got revealed to Hans that she's Mrs. McLean. So now she's the kidnappees, or kidnappers kidnapped.
Yeah. She is the personal hostage of Hans Gruber.
Yeah. All while they're trying to make their big escape underground in the parking garage, which we find that Argyle is swimming around the fucking parking garage, and he sees the van pull up, the one that they originally came in, and then another van pops up as a EMS van, and he's like, what the fuck are they doing?
Right. Oh, yeah. And, I forgot to talk about this. He kills that Skullet dude. Remember the Skullet guy that goes for the candy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking
He was
funny.
posted up, and he's just like, concessions.
I see Raisinets. I see Nestle Crunch. I see Goobers.
I see diabetes.
It's the Wolf of Brimley cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf of Brimley for Skullobetus.
Bruh.
He's got Skullobetus. He's big.
His hairline's going backwards.
Yeah, he's like this Asian actor that has like huge mustache and then like a big like beard or chin hair, and then he's got Skullet, like long flowing black hair. Skullet.
Mm-hmm.
Can't miss him. I mean, in fact, he's in Lethal Weapon also. So
yeah. He has no business in the front and a large party in the back. Yeah.
It's a Nakatomi Plaza style party in the back. So yeah, that whole rooftop blows the fuck up. But this scene is one of the most iconic action scenes ever. And we're all talking about the fire hose stunt.
Yeah, when he jumps off, tied up.
That's the first scene they shot for this movie.
Because little did they know if he was going to come back to reshoot it if they needed to.
They'd have to do a whole other actor if he fucking died or anybody died.
If he
during
died
that
hard.
Yeah, if he did. But God, that'd be a hard death.
Yeah.
Why did they call it that? Because of that stunt.
Death hard.
Like, they never told anybody. They probably shot that stunt with somebody else before Bruce had come along. Because, it's like, well...
It's like somebody could fucking die.
Well, technically, never mind. So, yeah, Bruce, we're going to shoot this first. And, yo, why is the script called Die Hard? Don't tell him shit. Don't tell him shit.
He turns to 300 days.
Yeah, I was about to say the same shit.
That's the reveal. Fuck.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. Makes me cringe, and not in a bad way. It just makes me, like, freak the fuck out. Because I'm terrified of heights. Like, again, I'm terrified. So to see that happen, fuck that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would just probably have a heart attack or stroke out before any of this shit would happen.
True.
But I like that he just yoomp and
slams into the window like a few floors up and then crashes into it.
Dude, epic as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the scene whenever he goes to the 30th floor and you see the elevator fucking ding?
Yeah. Floor 30, explosions. C4. It was just so fucking random. Just ding.
Ding, Fraser done. Ding, Fraser done.
Ding, Hans is done.
Ding, Hans is done. I gotta run.
Building's coming undone.
This is where fuck, he's only got 2 bullets left, and he rigs himself like the duct tape thing with his pistol on his back.
Mhm.
Because I think, because Argyle is down in the garage, and he kind of...
He like slams into the EMS van to block their exit because he kind of figured, okay, well, something's being taken. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, because they pulled that EMS van out the back of a giant box truck.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there like, what the fuck is this shit?
Sketchy.
This is some sketchy ass shit.
But yeah, we get to the little confrontation between Hans and John.
John's Gruber. John's Gruber. Oh,
Johansen.
No, John's Gruber.
Ew.
It's his dick.
Yeah. John's Gruber.
Ew. But I like the full circle of this whenever he's sitting there because, okay, so he's got Holly, but then his right-hand dude has got him at gunpoint as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his hands behind his head. Like, he's like, I'm going to drop my weapon. What'd you say? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I love that motherfucker. And they just laugh about it, I think because of his accent, honestly. So, yeah, no, he shoots the fuck out of both of them. He shoots the one guy in the fucking head.
Yeah.
And he shoots Hans, and he goes to the glass on... I guess they're still on the 30th floor, but he goes to the glass, and he drags Holly with him. And how, again, full circle, the whole, like, oh, another man gave her a goddamn watch.
Now watch this.
Yeah, no. Now watch this die. Hard.
But yeah, so Hans literally is pulling his gun to shoot at John and Holly, or one of both, it don't matter. She had her watch, on her wrist, and he was holding onto the watch, and John's literally trying to pop it off of her. And last minute, just clips it off, and then pew. But it reminded me of, fucking Harry whenever he was talking about it earlier in his face, like, a friend.
Yeah, a friend.
And literally, he just drops down. It's like, a friend.
Oh, and it's officially Christmas because Hans Gruber has fallen off Nakatomi Plaza.
Mm-hmm. The ball dropped.
It did.
It's not New Year's, it's Christmas.
Yeah, his balls dropped.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets out of there with Holly, and he finally sees Al. And they recognize each other, obviously recognize each other. And so the brother that was dead is not dead.
He just yeets up. It's like, I'm ready to kill.
Hey, I'm going to kill your ass.
And then you just hear, Pacow! And you just see the smoking barrel of Al.
Fuck yeah. Because he finally is like, he had a reason to draw his gun.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't miss. Shot the fuck out of this guy.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fucking cop. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say the whole sequence when John and Al finally meet, like, I felt there should have been, Careless Whisper playing in the background. Because they're literally just looking at you like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the way they held that shot, they should have went in for a kiss. They should have went full blown for it.
They had the fan, like, wind machine blowing on everybody's hair except for Al because, Reginald didn't have any hair.
Yeah.
And I figured, if he had, like, some kind of mane blowing, it would be like blowing in the wind. It's like, shit.
Fuck yeah.
Your man's here. I saved you. But no, the news reporters came in trying to question, Holly and John. It's like, what are your thoughts about what happened? And then fucking Holly just, pow!
Right in the kisser.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Just, ooh, right in the fucking face. Did you get that on did you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And let's talk about how they end the movie with Let It Snow.
Mm.
It's not a Christmas movie, though, remember?
Yeah.
Stupid. Christmas!
It was on Christmas. It happened on Christmas.
There's Christmas everywhere.
So shut the fuck up.
Mm.
Motherfucker.
That's Die Hard
Mm-hmm.
from 1988. Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
I heard that.
Yeah, let's take a break. I'm going to try to do this as radio as possible because I think it would be fucking funny. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about Lethal Weapon.
More hits. More now.
More hits, more now.
Yeah. Here on SMB.
Here on SMB Radio. KSMB. There we go.
94.5 KSMB.
94.5. fuck? It's not even like a 0.5, it's just 94.5.
No, because it's an actual radio station in Crowley.
No, I know. It's funny, though. Yeah. All right, we're going to check out Crazy Train of Thought, goddammit. Let's see what these motherfuckers have been up to, because we love them so much.
Yeah.
All right, everybody on the train, all aboard. You snooze, you lose.
Buy my loot boxes?
Not you. Get off the train. Don't let him on.
Oh, okay.
All right, listen here, Greenhorn. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to conduct a podcast. First thing you need to know is never stay on topic, ever.
Sir.
What do you want?
People are complaining about the Venom movie still.
I don't care. Feed them Justice League or something. Get them off my back.
Copy.
Sir, it says in the book that you need to stay on topic as a podcast.
Screw the book, Greenhorn. The book was written by dinosaurs. Second thing you need to know is never report news that's not at least 2 or 3 weeks old.
Sir.
What do you want?
People are complaining about the Pokemon Go update.
I don't care. Just gag them or something. Shut them up.
On it.
Sir,
What do you want, Greenhorn?
I think the train might be going off the rails.
That's exactly how we run this show. This is the Crazy Train of Thought podcast, brought to you by the Idiot Savants. Find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
www.crazytrainofthought.com.
Well, there goes the train.
Snape would be really unhappy. Throw the books out. Oh.
Oh. Turn to page... Shit.
They just threw the books off of Hogwarts Express.
Turn to page 94.5.
KSMB.
Let's move on to a film that came out a year before Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. Now, we've said it before. These two films are probably two of the most popular action movies that have ever come out.
Yep.
They are the same yet different. This one's more of a buddy cop film.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot how much I love this fucking movie. I hadn't seen it in probably 10 years until we watched it for this. But it's better than I remembered it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it opens with Jingle Bells.
Christmas reference, people. Stay with us.
Somewhere in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Because it opens up on cocaine.
Yep. And some girl just naked as hell in some festive underwear and shit.
Oh, it's very fucking festive.
And she's coked out of her fucking mind.
It's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah. And she goes up to the fucking window of her suite, her penthouse suite, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, yeah.
And just pew.
Yeah, she takes a flying fucking leap off of that bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, a cool part that I want to say about this shot is the shot in that sequence where the camera is panning down like towards the street, you know, like right before she hits the street, and then it cuts to the car.
Mm-hmm.
That was a painting that they were shooting. It was a painting of the street and the cars, and they shot it overhead and made it look hyper realistic. So it was actually the airbag she was landing on for the stunt.
Interesting.
Right?
Also, it's very interesting how the car caved in. It looked like her fucking ass. Like, it's so huge. Just that one spot.
She got a donk.
She donked on that trunk.
Yeah. But, dude, like, you know what's fucked up is that I had forgotten. I think her name's Amanda.
Yeah.
But I'd forgotten what her name was. So I was just calling her Cocaine and Tits for the longest time. Coke and Tits.
Yeah.
But I like how we get a really quick introduction of Riggs and Murtaugh. You kind of see how different they are.
Yeah, Murtaugh is family man who gets surprised on his birthday in the fucking bathtub.
Naked.
Like, how fucking awkward is that, for one? Who the hell would just stroll up on your dad naked and be like, oh, happy birthday.
I can see a dick. Happy birthday.
That's what made me. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy 50th birthday, Dad. Yeah. And it's not just his wife. It's his wife and his 2 daughters and his son.
Yeah.
His, like, I think
15, 16.
She's a late teenager.
Yeah.
Daughter. Like, I'm sorry, but no.
And their only comment was, you just shave your beard. It has a lot of gray and it makes you look old.
Yeah, and then he just looks in the mirror like, and then he slits his wrists. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah. That's the Lethal Weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not kidding. That was we're
No,
joking. That was the
yeah.
end of the movie.
You think we're serious? We are.
Yeah. So they go from Murtaugh to Riggs, who lives in a trailer like by the beach. We just get, if it wasn't bad enough that we had to watch kids roll in on their naked father, we get naked bare-assed Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Pre-Passion of the Christ.
The Ashen of the Christ
Yeah.
is happening right now, though.
This is an action
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, exactly. But no, he, you get the sense of what this guy is. He wakes up, cigarette in mouth, gets a beer, takes a leak. You know that he's unhinged as fuck already, or he's just like not all there, maybe.
Yeah.
Then they cut back to Murtaugh, and oh boy, it's breakfast time, Cody.
And what's happening now?
Eggs.
Except it's the sacrilege in here, okay? The wife fucking drops the egg on the floor and just cracks it open. It's like, what the hell?
I love he starts walking. She's like, "Watch out for the egg."
Yeah.
But the other running gag is that he doesn't like his wife's cooking,
No.
and that her cooking is shit throughout the whole
we
fucking
get
movie.
thoroughly reminded, yeah.
And it's that age-old trope of like male comes home from hard day at work, male eats fucking wife's cooking. Honey, this is really good. Fucking vomits it up later.
Yeah. That's where the depression kicks in.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they cut back to Riggs, who's obviously a very aggressive suicidal alcoholic at this fucking point, because you find out that his wife died in a car crash like a few years earlier.
Yeah.
And he contemplates suicide obviously trigger warning out there. It's a little late, but he contemplates fucking suicide every fucking day.
Yeah, because he loads a gun, his personal Beretta, and he loads it up, and he starts to like contemplate whether or not he wants to do it. He puts it to his forehead, and he just cringes, like ready to do it. He's like, no, I don't want to do it. So he puts it in his fucking mouth, and he's just he can't do it. Like something is telling him to not do it at all.
And it could be the Bugs Bunny Christmas special that's on TV.
Another fucking reference, but yeah.
He breaks the fucking TV. He throws a beer bottle against the TV, shatters it, and he shatters the picture frame that he looks at all the time with his wedding photos in it. And it's just like, man, this poor bastard.
Yeah.
He's got his dog, though. At least he's got Ben the dog.
Yeah.
That dog is fucking awesome.
But he tells his wife, it's like, don't worry, I'll buy you another one.
Yeah, and I was laughing my ass off because the fact that you did you tell me you thought he was talking about the TV?
Yeah, because when there was another scene after this, he comes home and he looks at the picture again, and the pictures are at different spots now. Like
Yeah.
they're on the opposite end, and I'm like, so he brought home a TV for his dead wife because he broke it. It's like, oh yeah, honey, here's a new TV.
Yeah, I got you that new TV. I got you blue.
But I mean, the guy's unhinged, so I would expect him to do something like that. Like, oh yeah, here, honey, you're still here watching TV on my TV. Here's a new TV.
Right?
I broke it.
Oops, I broke it again.
And he pointed out, I was like, no, he bought a new frame or a new glass for the frame so he could put the pictures in. That's
Yeah.
why they're changed. I was like, yeah.
I mean, he did buy a new TV too, though. But the thing is, it's like he comes home because the picture frame that he broke was one of those kinds that you put an individual photo in each, and there's like a hinge in the middle that you can
Yeah.
close and open. Well, the frame he gets is just a flat frame next.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I guess I'm downgrading to a cheapo frame and spend the money on the TV.
What did it say? It was like a Panasonic?
13-inch Panasonic colored television. We can
Yeah.
watch Lassie on it together. Cute as fuck, though. He's talking to his dog like that. I fucking love animals.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Murtaugh goes at a shooting range because he thinks he's old as fuck now because he's 50. So they kind of try to drive it home where Murtaugh is questioning like his ability as a police officer because of his age, even
no.
though he's only 40 in real life, and he's playing a 50-year-old in this movie, but still.
But no, he does this little trick where his hand's shaking and then he closes his eyes and grips his hand and then it stops shaking. So he grabs his gun and just belts out a few shots and it's a couple in the head, couple in the chest. Like, yeah, I still got it.
Yeah, still got it. So we get that, but then we get Riggs that is responding to a sniper shooting at a school. And it tells you just how much he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he has a couple of responses, like he does this in a drug deal or whatever. Well, this one, he just walks up in the middle of the fucking firing area and just shoots the fuck out of this guy. Just walks up and shoots the fuck out of him because he finds out that the guy's not a steady aim.
Yeah. Well, he asked one of the cops, like, what is he doing? He's shooting. Yeah, I know that.
Well, what's he shooting at?
It's like, oh, they got some kids in there.
Oh, okay. But whenever he kills the guy, and then the SWAT team, and then all the cops start running up in there, he's like, "You're fucking psycho, but you're good."
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, thanks, you bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Murtaugh mentioned in the kitchen earlier, whenever he was leaving for work, that he got a phone call from an old friend of his about something, but he didn't answer it or some shit. There was like a message on the machine.
Yeah.
Well, he goes to investigate the murder or the suicide from the beginning of the film, and turns out it's this person's daughter.
Yeah.
And it's not a fucking suicide. They find out that it's a homicide.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plot of the movie, is that they're trying to figure out this case. Riggs busts these 3 dudes in a fucking drug deal, and he gets unhinged because like one of the dudes takes his gun or some shit and like kind of holds him hostage with the other cops, and he's like, just fucking shoot me. Then he just turns around and beats the shit out of the dude, like he headbutts him and he holds the gun to him and he's like, motherfucker. Almost shoots him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. And I think that's whenever the next day they tell, or one of the superiors at the police department are talking about his mental state or whatever.
Yeah, because they talked to the counselor, and the counselor's like, y'all really need to, like, analyze him because he is unstable. And he's like, no, he's fine.
Yeah, sure, he's fine. Okay. Let's keep him out in the field.
Yeah. He's drawing psycho health pension or something like that.
But I feel bad because, like, the dude's just got, probably has PTSD from the war because he's a war veteran himself.
Mm-hmm.
And his fucking wife is dead.
So you send him out on the streets.
Right?
Good on you, LAPD.
Yeah. But this officer is trying to tell Murtaugh in his office that Michael, the guy that called him his daughter, was poisoned by drain cleaner, and they cut it up into her heroin and her cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Riggs Murtaugh mistakes Riggs for a criminal because they're talking about, oh yeah, well you're going to be getting like a new partner, and he's like, fuck, a new partner, but the whole time he's eyeballing Mel Gibson.
Yeah. And he pulls out his gun in the middle of the police station, like, gone! Everybody panics mode, like, all of a sudden, jumps on Riggs, and it's like, oh, meet your new partner.
Yeah, Riggs just, like, hip tosses his ass, like, fucking, like, a good old, like, WWE, like, Ric Flair, like, woo! Like,
Yeah.
flips him over. Big Riggs! That would have been his wrestling name.
Exactly.
Big motherfucking Riggs! God damn it. Anyway, so that's how we get introduced that they're partners, and they're walking to the car and trading back and forth. And he's like, "Yeah, I just want to tell you, I've been reading up on you, and like you're a war vet, and then like you're into like some Tai Chi and like Kung Fu and all this other crap, and you're a really good marksman and all this shit." And Mel is like, "Yeah, nobody wants to work with me, so I'm fucked."
Yeah. He was like, well, I'm working with you now, so I'm fucked. So I guess that makes we're both fucked.
I fucking love that so much, though. Because you can already tell their chemistry right off the bat. And that's the one thing about this and the other movies that are good, is that Mel Gibson and Danny Glover just have excellent chemistry with each other.
Yeah, because, Murtaugh is stressed out about, okay, I know this guy kills people, so I don't want you to kill people. And then Biggs is like,
Murtaugh is like perpetually stressed out, though.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
His family saw him naked.
That's why he's sweating bullets all day at work. Happy birthday. My family saw me naked. Happy birthday.
Riggs is like, yeah, my wife died a couple years ago. I was in the war, pretty intense couple years. What about you? My family saw me naked.
He just shivers.
Riggs is like, you got me beat.
Yeah, you got me beat. So we meet Gary fucking Busey. Jack Joshua, the man with 2 first fucking names.
Yeah.
He's,
Every action film has a man with 2 first names.
he sounds like a Jack Johnson, like musician type.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's your name? What's your name, kid? Jack Joshua.
You perfect.
What kind of music do you play? Coffee shop hipster. Oh, that's perfect.
That's what we needed today.
He plays a little bit like we did earlier, except we're better. But there's anyway.
But you have 2 first names.
That's right.
The last person had a first and last name, and they weren't good.
No, they were not very good at all.
No.
You have 2 first names, and that's still not good enough. Did you know that my wiener has a first name?
OSCAR.
But Gary Busey is this drug smuggler, okay? And we get introduced to him at this fucking... Here's the funny thing, okay? So his partner is McAllister, the other old guy. You know what his fucking name is? Peter McAllister. So...
Home Alone.
This is technically where Kevin's dad gets all his money, is all the drug smuggling.
Yep.
So...
The after years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's talking about a trade deal in the middle of this nightclub that they use as a front for their business. He's like, oh, yeah, he's a tough motherfucker. Give me your lighter. All right. So he just lights his lighter under his forearm, and you're just like, that's all you got, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
I can fucking do that shit.
So, yeah.
Just the smell of his burnt arm hair.
Show you the toughness of Gary Busey.
That's what would convince those people to do business with him. It's not even that. He's like, oh, he's tough. What is that smell?
It's burnt, charred Gary Busey.
Ugh. I can smell his arm hair. Oh, God, we'll fucking do the deal. Just get in the... Oh, God. They just fucking walk away to puke because of the fucking burnt arm hair smell. They're just like, I never want to smell that again. Please deal drugs with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Tom Atkins is Michael. That's Amanda's father. So Murtaugh meets with him, and he tells him about the poison and that his daughter would have died anyway. But apparently Michael had called him because he wanted his daughter out of it because she was doing, like, porn and drugs and all this other shit. And he's like, I thought you might be able to help pull her out of there and all this other crap.
Like those other guys did.
Right? Plowed. He's fucking sitting there, and he's like, my daughter's not no fucking Donna Juanita.
No dopers, no.
No dopers.
She makes these videos, with questionable things.
She makes like the 80s dating montage videos.
Are you looking for me?
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm 19 years old. I like to fuck.
I like partying.
I like
drugs.
I like to have a lot of fun.
Fun.
Yeah, I like to have some fun.
There's so much fun I can have.
There's only so much fun I can have in the back of a car.
I need a lot of fun.
I need a lot of cars. To have
In
a lot of fun.
my nose, I need some fun.
Need some fun up my nose. Need some fun up my butt.
Some fun in my twat.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. No smokers, no dopers, no
Donna
daughters.
Juan-
Yeah, no
no Donna
daughters.
Donna Juanita. Are you looking for me?
So he is like, I want you to kill the drug dealers. I want you to find who's responsible for this shit and fucking kill him so I can go run off with another chick that's half my age.
Because it's like, Murtaugh, I know you can do it. You owe me one.
You owe me. If you don't get that, Tom Atkins was in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and we talked about that in October.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just this alcoholic sleazeball-ass doctor that runs away with a chick that's half his age to a town that nobody really knows about. So maybe he's going to do the same thing.
To get yet more teenage daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to go run away with a girl half my age. Fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
As long as they don't find my VHSs.
Yeah, no shit. I'm Audi 5000. Bye.
Wouldn't it be funny? Like, I'm thinking ahead of time, but wouldn't it be funny if the VHS that he sent Murtaugh was actually from Halloween?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. In the hotel room?
Yeah. You're
Yeah, and he's just looking at it. It's like, what the fuck? And the is the bed rocking back and forth?
Yeah.
God damn it. 3 more days till Murtaugh Ween.
Shit. We get too
He's
old
like
for this.
Yeah, exactly. So Riggs and Murtaugh basically respond to the suicide jump because they leave the bank where he's working at, and they respond to the suicide jumper, which this is a really, it's a fucked up, but it's a funny scene. Because Riggs goes up there and pretty much is just like, yeah, you don't want to do this, man. I've been there.
Yeah.
Yo, you want to have a cigarette? You smoke? You want to smoke? Here, have a smoke.
Yeah, he goes to give him a light and just clips him.
I love the line, though. He's just like, yeah, just take our time. We'll get cancer together.
Yeah.
Like, we'll die slower. It's like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, he handcuffs himself to this guy, and they jump. Because he's sitting up there. He's like, he grabs the one, Riggs grabs the guy. He's like, you want to jump? You want to fucking jump? I want to jump. Let's jump. And the other guy's getting flipped out like, no, I don't want. He's like, yeah, let's go. And he just jumps with him.
Yeah.
Into an airbag.
You almost killed me.
You. Yeah. He just...
It'd be funny if they fluttered their legs like that.
You. that's where Murtaugh just freaks the fuck out on him, though.
I love how they went into that like that old like
Going out of business
store, yeah,
store.
and he slams the door and it just flies open. He's like, "Fuck!" Slam.
Yeah, I love it. He thought he was gonna get some like he's gonna make
Like
a
some
point.
angry like thud. No, it was just like,
He's like, God damn! Oh,
"No."
oh, fuck that door.
But yeah, he gives him the speech like, "You could have got him killed. I told you no killing."
He's like, I got him down. You want him off? I got him off.
Yeah.
Exactly. Handcuffs and all.
Yuck.
Fuck.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Basically, what happens is it freaks Murtaugh out, and then Riggs finally breaks and tells Murtaugh about how he thinks of killing himself every day, but he doesn't. He's even got the hollow point bullet to fucking do the job right. And so he's like, "You want to fucking kill yourself? Be my guest." Gives him his own gun, and Riggs is just like, "All right." He almost fucking does, and then Murtaugh's like, "Oh my god, you're fucking crazy."
Sticks his hand between where the fucking hammer goes down. It's like, shit.
Yeah, but I love it. He's like, "You're crazy," and Riggs is like, "I'm hungry."
Yeah.
Like, what?
And as soon as he walks out, it's like, he ain't pretending to be psycho. He is psycho.
Yeah, and on his fucking this is the first movie to show those types of mobile phones too.
Yeah.
Which, god damn it, that fucking suitcase mobile phone is
The bag
amazing.
phone, yeah.
But I laugh because he's sitting there on like this little overpass. He's talking to the chick at the police station, and he's like, "Yeah, he's out of his mind." She's like, "I told you, blah blah blah." But then he turns right around and he's sitting right there, like right behind him. "Oh, didn't notice you talking shit about me, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
Eating his little burger. He's like, "Want me to drive?" "No, I don't want you to drive." They fight like a married couple, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think this is where they go to question that pimp.
Yeah, at the that dude's house.
That's a nice goddamn house, man. That fucking swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
They roll in there and they're just gonna go question this dude, and he winds up just opening fire on him.
Yeah, and they push him into the fucking pool, and they try and save him, but they have the plastic over the pool to protect it from getting like debris and shit. And he falls straight into the middle of the plastic and basically starts bleeding out and dying in the fucking pool. When they dove in to get him,
he's like suffocating too. That shit's like wrapping around him, and I'm just sitting there thinking, man, he's the biggest of debris that pool's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a piece of garbage just falls right in.
Shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
You know, you get the body bags when the coronary comes in. It's like, nope, he's already wrapped.
Yeah, just roll him up like a fucking taco and get him out of here. Roll him like a burrito. Just it's that clear plastic too. So
Yeah.
ugh. That scene, I remember watching this movie like long time ago. The first time I saw it, and that scene always made me terrified of the pool covers because, like, I would just imagine falling in and not being able to swim out of it and just drowning. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's like seaweed just wrapping around you. You can't get out.
Right.
But yeah, so Murtaugh's like, he saved my life. Oh my God.
Hurt you to say that, didn't it?
Yeah.
I fucking love that too.
So yeah, he invites him to dinner at his house.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great sequence because his daughter Rianne comes downstairs and she's totally like gawking at fucking Riggs at the table. But Riggs really likes this family because everybody's just kind of fucking with each other and being silly and goofy. And I love that moment because it's like, this is the family I've always wanted to have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So it's kind of touching. And then the whole fucking fishing boat.
Yeah. The wife comes out and is asking, what the hell are y'all doing? "Oh, I'm just showing him my fishing boat, honey." I immediately caught this, and Richie denied it the moment we saw this part. And I was like, dude, I'm telling you, it happened. When they panned to Danny Glover on the boat and he said that line, his mouth did not move at all.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't straight up deny it. I was just like, I don't think so, because
No, you literally looked up and said, no, I didn't.
I don't think it was a denial all the way, but it was just like, there's no fucking way. Like, they left that in. You know what I mean? Like, that was my whole bit. It was like, there's no fucking way they left that in like that. Because I'm used to the shitty movies. Well, they're not shitty, like completely shitty. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I'm
what
used to
we
that.
normally watch, they have those kind of errors like consistently. But no, he literally texts me the next day.
Yeah, today.
2 day. And he's like, bro, you were right about that scene.
Yeah, because we were watching it again at the house, and I looked at it and I was like, huh. They fucking left it. But it's the director's cut, too, of all fucking things.
Yeah.
That was like, they fucking left that shit in there. The ADR, there's no... You bastards.
Yeah, because like he literally looked up and said, oh, yeah, I'm showing him my boat. And his mouth was just like...
Yeah, I'm entertaining our guest. Mouth is completely shut. May as well have been sewn the fuck shut.
Yeah. But yeah, you get them like tinkering with the boat and talking about stuff, and Briggs just starts the boat up while Murtaugh's hands are in the engine.
Yeah, he's just fucking with him at this point because he's like, you don't know shit about boats, do you?
Yeah.
It's just great because you can tell that Murtaugh is one of those guys that just had his midlife crisis a long fucking time ago, and he just has all this shit, and he's just like, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
Now is reliving that whole entire crisis because, his family saw him naked.
Yeah. My family saw me naked. I got to go hide on my boat.
Yeah. My big boat.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I love whenever he goes to drive off. Basically, like, Riggs tells Murtaugh, he's like, he tells him a story about when he was 19 in the war, and he was like, a sniper, a sharpshooter, or whatever, and he was like, that's all I was ever really good at. And there's this whole scene. I was like, well, if you need to start trusting me. Well, if you don't fucking kill me or you or anybody tomorrow, then I'll start trusting you. And this is the moment whenever he really started to trust him because he's, I appreciate the food. I liked it. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a, good night, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Riggs. Yeah. You really like my wife's cooking?
No.
And then he just smirks and walks off and gets in the truck and drives away. And that's the moment. Like, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, he started having some respect for him whenever he saved his life. But that moment was like, this guy's good.
Yeah, he knew how to bullshit him.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we got this shit. It was a pretty fucking great moment.
But yeah, we get Briggs is driving off to pick up a hooker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On the street just randomly. He's like, what do you want to do? He's like, just go home to my place, watch some TV.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's all I want to do.
Yeah, Three Stooges is on in like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. All while at home with Murtaugh, he gets a package in the mail. And it's the VHS that somebody sent him, which we all know who it is. But anyway, it's a yearbook of all the daughters of
Amanda
and all them. And the VHS is literally the one of many porn takes that she's taken. And you just see, like, okay. You see Murtaugh's face, like, you're confused to know if, okay, is he really showing, like, disgust and comfort, or is he really showing, like, these white girls got something here?
I'm about to reach down to see if my Murtaugh's still working.
Yeah. My lethal weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, he clicks the tape and turns it off. He's like, huh.
I like that. Huh. It's just silence. He's just,
Yeah.
So anyway, like, they go to interrogate Michael at his house. And this is where it comes out that Michael has been a part of this fucking drug trade operation since the war that he and Murtaugh got out of.
Mm-hmm.
And Murtaugh's like, like, your daughter was killed because of the shit that you're in. Stop bullshitting me and tell me what's going on. So he tells him what's going on. Mel Gibson, Riggs is outside because this is a funeral. They had her funeral.
Yeah.
And he's outside on this cliffs. They're at this like cliffside manor. Obviously it's the dude's house or whatever. But he just gets fucking capped by
Joshua.
in the helicopter. Yeah.
With a fucking carton of eggnog. Eggnog.
Oofnog.
Yeah. Another Christmas reference.
Yum.
Because they had like a whole tray of it too. Like, it looked like the lunch.
It was called Fun Nog.
Yeah. It looked like if you're at like elementary school and they have like the carton of like milk that comes out on the tray, that's like literally what it looks like. It's like, okay, we're all grieving here today because of the loss of my daughter, so here's some eggnog. Drown away your sorrows.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I think is funny is Michael just opens a carton for himself and just starts drinking out of it, just gets shot in the chest. You just hear it's like,
He took a shot and got shot.
Blood nog
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, so Riggs literally opened fires on the fucking helicopter trying to shoot
Riggs.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets away.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, he did. And now, before he died, he had told them about Shadow Company, which was the name of the organization that did all the heroin smuggling and shit.
Right.
So they planned basically to fake Riggs' death because the next day they were trying to question some more of the prostitutes. And here comes Gary fucking Busey, Jack Joshua. and just
jacking him up.
fucking just shoots him right through a glass window.
Yep.
He had his bulletproof vest on, though, thankfully.
But then Riggs is like, okay, now we have the advantage. And Murtaugh's like, why? Because they think I'm dead.
I'm a corpse, motherfucker.
Yeah. And Murtaugh's like,
Yeah, I see what you did there, you slick bastard.
Yeah.
So technically what they're going to do is they're going to plan on, just ambushing him somehow, but there's a call on the radio, and they've basically kidnapped Murtaugh's daughter, Rianne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. And it's fucked up, too, because the letter that he's got at the door, there's a Polaroid picture, and then there's a letter that says your daughter looks pretty naked, and it's just like, oh, you fucking sick bastards, dude. And that's like, more emotional attachment because you feel for, because Murtaugh's a family man. Like that's all he lives for is his family. He loves his goddamn family. And Riggs is like feeling the pain where he's like, fuck, I love this family too. It's really all I have anymore at this point.
Yeah.
So now he's like, we're going to get these motherfuckers. So they plan on meeting for an exchange where Murtaugh is going to just turn himself over for his daughter's release. Well, that plan gets all fucked because obviously Riggs is, firing off sniper shots at these guys. But here comes fucking Peter McAllister to ruin the day.
Mm-hmm.
And they all three get kidnapped.
But we forgot the scene with the house blowing up.
I did forget about that. I am so sorry.
Because they got a call about, okay, this person used to live here, one of the daughters. And they get to the fucking house and they have these kids on the street.
It's the prostitute witness they went to go see, Dixie.
Yeah. And they asked the kids, like, what happened here? Stuff like that. And like, oh, yeah, there was some guy, he was checking the meter or something. Or he was like one of those energy people. He's like, oh, well, what did he look like? Well, the kids are like trying to like not say anything because, no snitches on the streets, basically. And one of the kids is like trying to shut up the other one, but he keeps saying everything that the cop or Murtaugh asked him. He's like, oh, okay.
I love those kids, dude.
Yeah.
They're great. We heard the cops shoot black people, and you're just like, oh, fuck.
We're already starting that fast. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, oh my God. And it's fucked up, too, because like Murtaugh is just like, he's got this look on his face like, yeah, maybe we should get these kids some
ice cream.
Ice cream. That's it. Yeah.
He's like, except for you.
Yeah, you stay here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck, dude.
So they start questioning the kid, and he's like, what did he look like? Was he black? No. Was he white? Yeah. Okay, well, what about his hair? Was it black? No. Was it brown? No. Blonde? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what was he wearing? It's like, one of those suits that, for like...
He says it was paint.
Paint.
And I laughed because of the whole, it was pain.
Yeah. It's like, oh, so like a jumpsuit. It's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, what else? Did he have any markings on him? It's like, yeah. It's like drawings, like tattoos. He had tattoos?
Yeah.
It's like, what did he have? He had that. And he pointed at Riggs' arm. And it was the same tattoo that he got from the war.
Yeah, because it's he's ex-Special Forces, and he tells Murtaugh, he's like, this is a Special Forces tattoo.
Yeah.
Because even Riggs had noticed about the bomb that went off being
Specially
professionally
fashioned.
done.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, well, if he's Special Forces, that would explain this.
So, in turn, that means that our dear buddy, Mr. Bucktooth Busey, is ex-Special Forces.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jacked up Joshua.
That's it.
But yeah, we fast forward, all three of them get kidnapped. They get brought to this like warehouse.
It's a torture chamber. It's a big torture chamber.
And Jack is like literally pissing off Riggs while he's being hung like a piece of meat on the shower. And we get Skullet again.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Die Hard Skullet himself returns.
And he has,
shocking.
Yeah, he has this apparatus where it's like these sponges attached to these electrodes.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's drenching Riggs, he's putting these electrodes to him, like scrubbing, like dub dub dub, scrub dub dub.
Shocking bubbles.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's got to be the worst shower ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get there and you just, like what like one of those bathhouses. Like you go into one of those fucking bathhouses. Like I'm gonna get the fucking special. I'm gonna get this lady to come in and I'm gonna scrub my back and everything. And it's the Skullet dude, and he's just like, "How you doing?"
Electrotherapy.
Fuck. Yeah, he's just fuck.
Gonna make you forget.
make you fuck it.
Yeah.
But He doesn't know shit, or so he says.
Right.
And they're dude, you cracked me up. Y'all out there. Okay, so the term "go spit" made me fucking laugh so hard because they're beating the fuck out of Murtaugh. Like they're shocking Riggs, but they're punching Murtaugh.
Yeah. So he tries to, say like you know stuff that we need basically information wise.
You got what I need.
And Murtaugh in his like bruised up, beaten up demeanor is just like, go spit.
Yeah, I love it. Gross.
This brought me back years ago to high school. We were watching one of the Die Hard films after the first one. It was me and my best friend at the time. And it was on one of the, the tame networks. I can't remember which one, but they had to edit a lot of the profanity in it.
Yeah.
And when they were interrogating Bruce Willis, instead of him saying, fuck you or fuck off, he said, go spit. And we just lost our shit. It's like, what the fuck does he mean, go spit? But they took that actual dialogue from Die Hard, from Lethal Weapon, and put that in.
That's like Sam Jackson whenever they have to edit Pulp Fiction on television.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't say motherfucker. They say melon farmer.
Yeah.
I'm a mushroom cloud laying melon farmer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
How does mellofarming snakes on his mellofarming plane?
Yes. Go spit.
Yeah.
And now go figure. We're watching a director's cut DVD, R-rated. Go spit.
Yeah. Of all the profanity you've laid onto this film already.
Yeah, because Glover, like Murtaugh's sitting there, he's like, "Go fuck you, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna kill you, blah blah blah, and all this shit." And go spit.
Yeah.
Patooey.
But yeah, we get Riggs escaping, pretty much like cracking Scully Boy's head with his legs.
Yeah, and they had brought Murtaugh's daughter in and hung her up too, because they were putting fucking salt in his wounds, literal salt in his wounds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because McAllister rolls over there and she's like, he's sitting there, he's like, I'm telling you, don't fuck with her, you're gonna die and all that shit. He's like, there are no more heroes. Yeah, okay. Here comes Riggs.
Yep. Throws a fucking body in there.
Big motherfucking Riggs.
He just like Shark City, like fucking
like Brock Lesnar with the F5 on the shark.
Yeah.
Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. He goes full blown like just war on their asses though. Like he breaks a dude's neck, fucking that thing where he punches him with the gun and just shoots him every time he punches him in the stomach. Oh god, it just looks so fucking brutal.
I mean, it was. He killed fuckers.
Fucking Riggs. I want that to be his thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be his thing. I love how the whole Finn thing. So there's an inside joke between Murtaugh and Riggs where they're at the shooting range training with each other, right? And they're discussing like, okay, theories about how this whole case is going to be. Like, oh, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. And they stop and Murtaugh's like, nah, that bullshit's too thin. And he's like, yeah, it's thin. And the whole thing where he's like, Thin's my middle name. And then, Riggs is like, yeah, with your wife's cooking, I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of talk's not getting you invited to Christmas dinner. My wife's looking up already. So he gets in there and he cuts him free. Murtaugh looks at Riggs and he's like, Thin, right? And he's like, anorexic.
Yeah.
It's like, oof, bad.
But yeah, that was that sequence too we forgot to mention when they're at the shooting range together. And Murtaugh pops up a few shots and he's like, no, watch this. So he shoots off one of the targets and he hits him square in the head. It's like, oh yeah, I still got it. And Riggs is like, now watch this. So he puts the target on. He starts whistling. He starts whistling a Christmas song. I can't remember which one it was.
And he puts it all the way to the back.
Like
of the room.
literally as far as back as he can go. And he just pulls out his gun and just pow, 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 a couple shots off. Pulls it right back. Just, and then he pulls it up and has a smiley face underneath the shot that Murtaugh shot, and then two eye holes right above it.
Yeah, it was fucking priceless, dude.
He's like, huh.
I'll fucking love that scene so much. That's funny as shit.
But then, back to where we were at earlier, they both realize, like, oh shit, they're going back to their family.
Yeah, so what happens is they chase him out of here, okay? And long story short, Murtaugh finds McAllister trying to escape in an alley, like with a getaway driver. So he shoots the driver. The driver hits a bus, and it flips over. And which, by the way, Murtaugh just has fucking shit luck with vehicles, dude. I mean, he drove his family truckster out to the middle of fucking nowhere to meet these bastards to get trade off, and the family truckster got family fuckster.
Just lead everywhere, lead sprinkles.
Yeah. So he's like, y'all took my car? I'm going to take your car.
Mm-hmm.
So the car hits a bus real hard, flips over, catches on fire, all the drugs and grenades.
Just pop off.
Dude, I mean, like, they blow the fuck up. There goes McAllister. He'll never take another vacation to Paris again with his family.
He won't leave Kevin home alone. He'll leave him homeless.
He's leaving him permanently.
Yeah.
So, but Gary Busey fucking gets away because he's a motherfucking piece of shit that somehow gets away.
Yeah.
Which they both chase them on foot. So they are like, okay, I need to commandeer you, because the rest of the police force shows up, and Murtaugh's like, I need to commandeer your fucking vehicle, Captain. Why? You need a hospital. No, they're going to my fucking house. This man knows where I live.
Yeah. All while freaking Riggs is like, I mean, he was like booking it too.
Dude, I'm telling you right fucking now, like, and he was running barefoot.
Yeah.
Shit, man. And I mean, he was booking it like on foot, chasing down Gary Busey, like chasing Joshua down, with the one scene where he finally cuts him off and shoots the car and it catches fire and it hits that foam pole.
Mm-hmm.
And that foam pole just pussies out and falls the fuck over.
No, I just thought of this. Like, I made the joke about it when we watched it. When he's running, it's like Yoshi's just running real fast. But I just thought it was like, no, it's actually even better. Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, dude. Or he's like Naruto running, like,
Yeah.
to the fucking, like, fucking shit. But yeah, so they go to Murtaugh's house
Mm-hmm.
because there's a body. No, that was earlier whenever they went there the first time, because there was a body like a couple blocks, and turns out it was his daughter's boyfriend or whatever she was dating. He got killed.
Mm-hmm.
So they go back, and Gary Busey's already in there, and he finds a note on the tree, and he's like, what the fuck? Next thing we know, fucking car just come
Barreling in, yeah.
Dude, that fucking tree and all the presents just ate shit.
It's like, nobody's home. Now we are.
Knock, knock, bitch. So Mel Gibson, Riggs, like, just points his gun right through the fucking hole in the wall, literally. And he's like, you come here.
Yeah.
He's, oh, by the way, fucking Joshua's already fucking killed 2 cops that were out in the front yard. He's just like, it reminded me of like a Grey Poupon commercial. Yeah, can we help you with anything?
Nope.
No. No. You're a dick.
Yes.
Save me, super guy.
No.
You're a dick. They caps the fuck out of those guys, and they drive into fire hydrant.
Yeah.
So there's just water raining down everywhere.
But everybody else comes in from the police force, and Murtaugh stops like, no, I am in charge here now. You're not going to take this arrest away from Riggs.
Yeah, because Riggs is fucking, they got him, and he's like, you want to go for the title?
Mm-hmm.
And they just have a fucking fist fight in the front yard, and his 2 fucking ex-special forces dudes just beating the shit out of each other in this fucking yard.
Oh, yeah.
So finally, he chokes him out. Riggs chokes him out. And then you hear Murtaugh, get that piece of shit off my lawn. I fucking love that so much. Well, he goes to steal one of the cops' pistols, and he tries to shoot both of them. And they're like, nope. And they just fucking turn around and lay waste to his sorry fucking ass.
Yeah, like they were like kind of embracing each other, and then they hear the, oh no, click.
Oh no.
And they both turn like just badasses like they are, just turn and click them.
What am I going to do? that was Gary Busey. Like, there's no more movies after this. What am I going to do? Oh no.
I abused my rights.
I Gary abused my fucking rights.
Yeah.
He dies, and there's a really like touching scene where Riggs goes to visit his wife's grave. Finally, he's like, "Merry Christmas, Victoria, I love you," and he leaves flowers and shit on her grave. And then he goes and he knocks on the Murtaugh's door, and Rianne answers, and he gives his bullet wrapped in a bow.
And she's like, why are you giving him a bullet? He's like, he'll know.
Yeah.
But as soon as he walks away, Murtaugh just comes barreling out. It's like, hey, don't miss out on the dinner.
Yeah, he's like, Now, how am I supposed to spend Christmas alone eating my wife's cooking?
Yeah.
Or eating the worst cooking ever on Christmas Eve. And it's like, bro, dude, come on.
Paper thin.
No shit. And he's like, yeah, well, you mind if I bring Ben? Yeah, sure. And so the dog rolls in there, and I think Murtaugh was like, oh, yeah, it's probably not going to be a good idea with the cat.
No, it's just funny. Like, I just thought of this now.
What's
He's
up?
like, you mind if I bring a friend? A friend!
Yeah, a friend!
And then they're just going at each other, the fucking cat and the dog in the house.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like how the movie ends. It's like he's standing out on the porch, and he like one of the Christmas lights had gone out, and so he's just like, screwing it back in or whatever, and just like, I'm too old for this shit. I don't know. It just made me laugh with the fucking dog, though. Just
A friend.
no, bye. See you later.
Dinner!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, fuck. Shit, he's like, fuck you. I'm out of here. But anyway, yeah, that's Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
And, dude, I love both of these movies. This is a hard one for me. Like, I would like to try not to maybe have a tie this week. It's really difficult to not have one for this, though.
I mean, they're both executed really well. I just...
Like, which of the two is more Christmas? Like, there's a whole bunch of factors. Like, which one is more Christmassy? Which one was more entertaining?
Well, honestly, if you want to go more Christmassy, Die Hard.
You think so?
They had more references in Christmas than the other one did, honestly.
I don't know, man. I guess, I don't know. It feels like it's a little more equal because I kept hearing Merry Christmas and the fucking in Lethal Weapon. I mean, I'm not using that as our criteria. I'm just saying it's like, fuck, dude. There's like action. The script for both of these were really good, but Die Hard was just like consistent. Like, just go, 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 go. There was some high points and low points on Lethal Weapon, which, of course, it's a buddy cop film, so you got to have, the chemistry like fleshed out more because there's two characters to work with as opposed to just the one guy. I don't know, man.
I think, in my opinion, Die Hard was more polished in a way because the dynamic between Hans and John was just really beautifully crafted because you just get that tension between the two of them. Like, okay, you're fucking with something that I don't want you fucking with on both ends, basically.
I got mine too.
So, as much as I like Lethal Weapon, it's just a little more raw to me, and there's nothing bad about it. I like Die Hard a lot more.
Yeah, me too. And it's not even like, oh, by miles. It's like it was really hard for me to pick.
Yeah.
But I will say this. At least in Die Hard, you saw more of the villain, and you saw how badass of a villain he was, where I think we maybe got Gary Busey for 15 total screen time minutes.
Well, it's not only that, like, Hans versus Jack. Okay, come on. Hans impersonated an employee scared shitless just to throw John off. Like, he was so multi-level.
Oh, yeah.
In that film.
Yeah, he's very multifaceted.
Whereas Jack is just like, shoot, shoot, lighter,
shoot, bucktooth,
explode.
Right?
Like, he had no dynamic to him besides being, like, action dynamic. He was just a very basic Manila villain.
Yeah, and again, like, the script on both these movies are great. The direction was really well fucking done. I mean, for fuck's sake, Richard Donner. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal fucking director, did all 4 Lethal Weapon films. Great job on every one of them. Shane Black fucking wrote Lethal Weapon. That dude's a great screenwriter. Wrote fucking Predator. Yep. Come the fuck on, dude. But the Die Hard franchise is like just a goddamn treasure trove. I mean, both of these are fucking treasure trove ass franchises, but the first Die Hard is just undeniably one of the most polished and well executed action films that has ever been fucking made, and fucking solidified Bruce Willis as a goddamn major player in that category. It was that movie that put him in the ranks of Schwarzenegger and fucking Stallone and Lundgren.
Jean-Claude.
Yeah, Van Damme, Lundgren, all those guys. That made them. Because, I mean, think about it. Danny Glover and Mel Gibson were already, like, established. Mel Gibson had just done the fucking Mad Max films. Lethal Weapon had come out in 87. He was doing Mad Max still, but, I mean, fuck, dude. This made Bruce. I mean, Bruce Willis was already a pretty established person, but I think this is the movie that made him a fucking star, dude. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've got to give it to this film.
Yep.
Die Hard wins on the final Cult Cinema Showdown of 2019, motherfuckers. Woo! You already know the drill. Our merchandise is going to be on sale all the way through New Year's Day. So go get that shit. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out all of our social media channels. Donate to us on coffee.com or go to Patreon to support us monetarily. I mean, the list goes on.
We got bonus shit for y'all if you do.
Yeah, we do. We actually, this very last Patreon episode, we gave to all patrons, not just the $5 tier, just as a little Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
And they seemed to like the YouTube watch along.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like, oh shit! It's like as soon as we did that, Chase like bumped up from $2 to $5, which I think he was planning on doing anyway. But like, it was very coincidental. So it's just like maybe. So shout out to Faves Our Lives, Chase Ward, Tara Lambert, and
he's getting all choked up over
Marlon
here.
Fisher. Thank you guys. I'm not editing that out because I'm just sitting here like choked up.
He's choked up for words. He's just so touched.
I was touched. Thank you guys.
Because Chase went up to $5.
Yeah, no shit. But no, thank you guys very much. And if you want to join Patreon, just go to patreon.com/supermediabros and see what the fuck we got for you.
Bunch of good shit.
Yeah. Dude, it's the end of the year.
It is.
I can't fucking believe that we've made it all the way through 2019. Like, this year has just flown the fuck by.
Where we didn't die.
Right? Okay, think about this. This is the last Cult Cinema Showdown. Do you remember what the first Cult Cinema Showdown of this year was? It was fucking surviving edge weapons and gun self-defense for ladies.
That's right.
A lot has happened between then and now.
Yeah, we went from Derek Savage to very savage.
Or from Derek Savage to dying hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Which he needs to do. But
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. I've had a fucking blast and a half with all this shit, and I'm really fucking excited. What the fuck is that?
I have no idea where that came from.
I think one of our drivers is going bad, maybe.
Hey, bitches, did you forget about us? You shouldn't have, because we've been in the background.
Oh, god damn it. Not them.
We haven't forgot about you,
What's the other one, too?
brothers. That's why we're coming out.
You would think after we killed one of them.
Well, the two Billies are pissed off now.
You killed the one. The two Billies are here.
So what the hell we're going to do about them?
I don't know, but they are kind of fucking our shit up. Like, our system is going down as we speak, and I can't stop it.
About to type hard.
I think...
Shit up. Hang on.
Oh, shit. Everything just locked up on us.
Yeah, I don't know what the... Okay, hang on. I'm going to try something.
What are you doing?
You remember that grid project I was working on like a couple months
You mean
ago?
that pice of shit system you working on for the last year?
It's not a piece of shit, Cody. It's going to fucking work.
No, it's not. I told you. It's a dying thing.
No, I swear to God. Okay, look. It might look archaic as fuck, but I think it's going to work for us.
Archaic as fuck.
I don't... Dude, shut the fuck up.
It's about as archaic as prototype.
Oh, my God. Let me think. All
Better
right.
hurry up. We don't have much time,
Dude, I'm fucking trying. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be here, so we need to try to get teleported the fuck out of here. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it might work.
We're going to die.
We are not going to fucking die, I promise. Hang
Oh,
on.
yes, we are.
Son of a bitch.
I told you it's not going to work.
Yes, it is. Ah, fuck!
What the hell's happening?
This place is about to blow the fuck up.
Dude, I told you that like 5 minutes
No,
ago.
I swear to God, we're going to get out of here, I promise.
Shit.